Excellencies, distinguished delegates, in my capacity as President pro tempore, it is my honor to open the 2019 session of the Special Committee. As you know, the decolonization agenda is an area close to my heart and to which I reiterate my commitment. Many of you are aware that I was born in Portugal during Salazar's dictatorship, a dictatorship that not only oppressed the Portuguese people, but oppressed the people of the former Portuguese colonies. And as you also know, we got rid of our dictatorship with the Carnation Revolution in 1974. But I will never forget that that revolution was only possible thanks to the action of the liberation movements, Frelimo in Mozambique, MPLA in Angola, PAIGC in Guinea, today Guinea-Bissau, that made the Portuguese military understand that this was a nonsense war and that it had to be stopped. And the only way to stop it was the revolution in Lisbon, the Carnation Revolution that led to democracy in my country and to the independence of the Portuguese former colonies. And I remember when I was a boy to see in the propaganda of the regime very negative references to the Committee of the 24. So it's for me something very emotional that having, of course, lived with enormous intensity the freedom of my country and the freedom of the Portuguese former colonies, to be for some minutes President pro tempore of the same Committee of the 24. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, decolonization helped to transform the United Nations membership, propelling the organization's growth from 51 original members to 193 today. Decolonization is one of the most significant chapters of the organization's history. But this story is still being written as 17 non-self-governing territories remain. Each deserves attention. Each still waits to attain self-government in accordance with Chapter 9 of the United Nations Charter, the 1960 Declaration of the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and Peoples, and relevant UN resolutions. In recent months, there has been notable movement on the question of New Caledonia. Last November, in a referendum, New Caledonians expressed their will on their future and on the status of the territory. This was an important step forward in the decolonization process. The cooperation of France, the administering power, throughout the referendum process, in accordance with 98 Nouméa Accord, was commendable. This committee, for its part, assisted New Caledonia in the period leading up to the conduct of the referendum, dispatching 2 visiting missions to the territory. To achieve decolonization, the voices of the peoples of the territories should be heard, as it was the case. The cooperation of all concerned, including the administrative powers, is likewise vital. And it is also paramount that the peoples of the non-self-governing territories understand the options regarding their political status and the right to choose their future freely. I applaud the Special Committee's tireless efforts to uphold its mandate and to support the peoples of the non-self-governing territories to achieve self-government. And I also commend the Special Committee for maintaining dialogue and productive cooperation with the administrating powers and all concerned. The UN's decolonization success across the decades can inspire us today. Let us uphold our duty to assist all the peoples of the non-self-governing territories in bringing their decolonization process to a successful conclusion according to their own choice. The Special Committee has accompanied many territories in their journey since the beginning of the 60s. As you begin work in the 2019 session, I wish you every success. And the Secretariat will do all we can to support your very important work. Thank you.